Welcome back. Today I'm going to be drawing Clarice from Rudolph. So let's get started. First going to start with a curved line. And then a curved line underneath to meet it on both sides. And they're slightly pointed on each side. And we'll make a vertical curved line. And then I'm going to make a kind of a curved line in here for the highlight, and we'll come back and we'll add color into this section. All right, jumping across, leaving a little space here, I'm going to make a rounded curved line here to a point and then meet it back in. And this is a really fun drawing. It has a lot of repetitive shapes. So I'm going to make another one of those inside. So these are kind of like teardrop shapes, diagonal teardrop shapes, and I'm going to make one more inside that. Okay, similar for the head coming around. This is a kind of a teardrop shape comes around, but we're going to stop in a couple of places. So I'm going to make a curved line and stop there. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bow on her head. So I'm first going to start with kind of a rounded square shape and then bring that into kind of a triangular shape on the side or a trapezoid shape because it's not exactly pointy here. And then we're going to make another one over here but slightly smaller. And I'm going to bring this curved line down toward the front. Here we're going to stop again. If we were to have that teardrop shape, it would continue around, but I'm going to come out here and make kind of a square shape, a little indent, and back out, and then coming in. And that's going to be for her mouth, and here we'll indicate where her nose is going to be, and then this is going to be a line for her mouth. And if you want, you can curve it up to make her look like she's smiling. We'll continue this line going all the way around. And I'll actually, if you apply it from the back through the ear, it would just continue kind of down like that. All right, let's move on to the neck. So I'm just going to bring a kind of a swooping curved line down. And we'll stop. Now this is going to stop if you were to make a drop line, kind of like by the inside of the ear shape here. We want to stop here because we want to make the leg. So I'm going to start kind of up here and make a rounded shape. That comes all the way down, tapers in toward the ankle. So round it. Again, this is going to be where the ankle is, and then we're going to taper it back out for the hoof, and then meet it in. And we'll make kind of a little bent line here for the actual hoof. And we'll come to the front now and do the leg on the other side. So that's going to be kind of a line that just curves around and down, tapers in, and then curves a little bit back out underneath. And then similar to this, we're going to taper in closer to here where the ankle is, and then we'll kind of make it a little wider toward the base there. All right, underneath we'll add a curved line to continue the stomach. Let's work back up to the neck here. So this is the back of the head, and I'm just going to swoop a line down right there and then bring it out and up for her back. Here's where we'll make another one of these teardrop shapes for her tail. We'll kind of add a little detail line here. It's kind of like a wavy line that comes up and then connects into this side of her tail. All right, let's round out this side of her leg, which is going to be a curved line. We're going to extend it out with a diagonal, little diagonal down, and then I'm going to make a diagonal that slightly extends out. We'll curve it for the bottom, for where the hoof is, and then we're going to actually taper this in toward the knee here, I guess we could say. So I've made a little guide point, and I'm just going to follow that up to meet the guide point, and then we're going to curve it around for the inside of the leg. All right, now making the leg on the other side in the back hind leg. So I'm going to start kind of underneath here with the thinner line and then taper it out, curve it across the bottom, and then similar, we're just going to kind of curve this line back in. All right, let's make those hoof shapes. So again, they're just going to be these kind of upward bent lines on each of the kind of the feet area, the hooves. And now let's make some more detail areas. So for her neck, I'm just going to add kind of a curved line there for a little patch of lighter fur, and for kind of her stomach area, a little patch there, and this is going to continue underneath for her stomach here. We already did it on her tail, and I think we're good to go. A little bit of detail here. We can make some kind of polka dots she has on her little bow here. We'll make some on this side as well. Okay, so that's going to conclude the drawing portion for Clarice. Let's make the color happen now. So I'm going to start with the darkest color. I'm going to go into the black and fill in her eye area. And I'm going to actually also fill in her nose. So this is such a great color to use here. It's such a good contrasting color that really brings out the other lighter colors in the whole drawing. So for the hooves, these are going to be black as well. I want to make another detail. I forgot one very, very important detail are her iconic eyelashes. So 2 lines that kind of come out like that. We don't see the other eye, it's on the other side, so we can indicate that by just showing 2 eyelashes on the other side like that. All right, let's continue with the tan color for her fur. So this is kind of the majority of the fur is going to be this kind of light tan or light brown tan color. So I'm going to start to outline all these shapes and then just fill them in. So there's not many colors that go into coloring Clarice here. It's going to be this kind of a light brown tannish color, and then a lighter color for the light parts of her fur, which is going to be a peach. And then some parts that remain will be even lighter, so we're going to actually leave those open and leave them white. Okay, so it's going to be this part of her tail. The lighter part's going to be on the outside. We'll connect this up for her neck, and very importantly to go around the eye. And I'm going to carefully just start to fill in this larger area space with this light brown color. I'm going a little quick here, but you can still see I'm following that marker stroke, just back and forth. And I also am trying to follow the contour line. So again, as the neck kind of curves, I'm using my marker stroke to kind of curve along with that, as well as the front of the neck, and I'll kind of start to curve my marker the other way, the marker stroke. Okay, we're going to start to outline her front legs. So we're going to leave a little bit of a white area on the bottom here. So I'm not going to entirely color that all the way to the bottom where the hoof is. I'm going to kind of leave that open because it creates a really nice contrast if I use a lighter color. I'm going to do that on all of the legs. And this is her hind leg. I'm just going to fill this in with this, again, this light brown color, and following the contour line for her leg. And then back and forth with that marker stroke. Filling all of this space in. Okay, I'm going to go back to the black just for a moment here and fill in this really small teardrop shape. Inside, I'm going to use a light peach color now and fill in some of the lighter fur area. I'm going to do this for her nose area and her mouth area, or under her nose and her mouth area, and then this patch on her neck. Reveal slightly lighter, and also on her kind of stomach area, and then underneath. And I'm going to match that with the back of the tail. And then the hoof areas, I mean, you can do the peach or leave them open. I think I'm going to leave them open, and I'm going to finish it off with her iconic bow and fill that in red around the polka dots. Yeah, it's really a burst of color into the drawing. And that is going to be the drawing for Clarice. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. It's a lot of fun to draw. Give it a try. See you next time. Bye.